So friends, let's see this healthy recipe packed with lots of veggies and made out of whole wheat flour or chapati flour, pori flour. You get this beautiful, crispy, netted, in Marathi we say zaridar, lovely crispy ghawans which are so healthy, and you can enjoy this with some homemade chutney and some ketchup for breakfast, for a light dinner, or even a tiffin recipe. So let's get started with this very easy and simple recipe. So now into a bowl I've added 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now with 1 cup I got about 10 ghawans. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of very fine rava or semolina. So they are medium sized pancakes or ghawans or dhirde. Now I'm going to add this very fine rava. Now if you have medium rava, just grind it in the mixer to a finer consistency. Then I'm going to add some salt to taste, and I'm going to whisk all the dry ingredients well together. Now we're going to add water a little at a time, and we're going to make it into a very runny batter, similar to a dosa but little more runnier than a dosa batter, like you'll see. So I've added approximately 1 cup of water. So this whole wheat flour absorbs water very slowly, so you have to keep on adding water till you get this lovely runny consistency. And now we're going to cover and rest this batter for at least 15 minutes. Now we have to chop up some veggies. So in that 15 minutes you can chop your veggies. Watch the video till the end because I've shown you how to chop these veggies. So I've chopped up these onions, capsicums, grated some carrot, chilli and coriander. So watch the video if you're a learner or a beginner, or you want to see how I've prepped the veggies for this recipe. So it's really healthy because it's packed with so many delicious and colorful vegetables. So here I have 1 cup of carrots. So I've taken 2 medium-sized orange carrots. This is 1 capsicum, small capsicum. I've only used half of it. I've used half of 1 small onion. This is 1 light green chilli. Now you can adjust it according to your taste, and about 1 tablespoon of finely chopped coriander. So I've heated just 1 teaspoon of oil in my pan. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds begin to splutter, we're going to add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Then we're going to add the green chilies and fry the green chilies well. Next, we're going to add half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hing. And we're also going to add the onion. Now fry all of this really well together. Next, I'm going to add the finely chopped capsicum or green bell pepper. Now you don't have to fry the capsicum a lot. We want a little bit of a crunch to it. And then I'm going to add my tomato. Now you can add the vegetables according to your choice. You can add the quantity according to your choice. And I've added the grated carrots. Now I've added more of carrots because it looks colorful and you get a lovely crunch with the carrots. Now don't fry the carrots also very, for a lot, just for half a minute. We want a little bit of a crunchy kind of a vegetable mixture. And now put the flame off and let it cool for at least 5 minutes. So now our mixture batter has rested for 5 minutes. We're going to add the cool down mixture. And now we are also going to add that finely chopped coriander. And now give all of this a real good mix. Now in the meantime, heat your pan. Now I am using a heavy bottom dosa pan, which I like to use for many type of ghavan or dosa. You can use a non-stick pan as well. So now you can see that the pan is nice and heated. I'm just going to add this batter. You can see how it becomes porous or netted, like in Marathi we say zalidar, and just spread it around. So it becomes into a very thin batter, a very thin pancake. And then you're just going to add some ghee or oil, whatever you like using. I like using clarified butter or ghee. And you're just going to let it cook nicely on a medium to high flame. Once the sides start to brown, you're going to just loosen it up, and then you're going to flip it over and see the beautiful golden brown color that you get. Now we want a very crispy pancake or Ghavan or Dhirde, fry it well on both sides. Let it become very nice and crispy and cooked well on both sides. And then you can transfer it to your serving plate. And in this way, you can make how many ever you want. You can also store the batter in your refrigerator for a day or two. And then just serve this up whenever hunger strikes. And I like to serve it up with some homemade green chutney and some ketchup. I'll leave the recipes for all different types of chutneys, in the description box below. And now you can watch how I chopped up my vegetables. So enjoy this.